Hello everyone, Marco Chiappetta for Hot Hardware here to show you a new type of wearable. Now these are prototypes from a company called Hykso, and they're designed for boxers. These little sensors go into your wraps and under your gloves, and they can track tons of interesting data. I'm not going to dwell on this hardware very much because these are prototypes and they look nothing like the final product, which is due to ship in June of this year. But these little sensors here, you'd put one in each glove. Now inside each one of these, there's an F1 grade 3-axis accelerometer along with a low G 3-axis accelerometer, a 3-axis gyroscope. There's a multicolored LED to show charging status and to indicate which hand that this particular sensor should be attached to. And there's also a wireless radio transceiver. Now this particular one is Wi-Fi. It connects to a router, but the final shipping product is going to use Bluetooth. Now these little guys can measure punch speed and punch counts, your striking intensity, and the type of punch. And they're really cool for gathering data for people that use boxing as their preferred workout method. Like me, I used boxing to lose 130 pounds this last year and a half. So the final shipping product should offer about 4 hours of battery life on a full charge, and they take about an hour to charge up. The Hykso boxing sensors work in conjunction with a mobile app. Now I'm showing it here on an iPad, but when the final product ships, it should be available for iOS and Android. Now using the app is very simple. You set up your athlete, in this case me, a couple of my friends from the boxing club I have set up in here. You set up your stance, whether you're a conventional stance or southpaw. And basically you just start it up when you want to track a session. You tell it how many rounds. The app will tell you which hands to put the sensors. They light up with a particular color. And that's it. You start it up and it tracks how many punches you threw, how fast you were throwing the punches, what type of punches they were. And all that data is then compiled to give you a report on how intense your workout was, how many total punches you threw, and how many were jabs or power punches. Now in all, it's really interesting data that's far more focused than the simple heart rate data you'd get with another wearable like a Fitbit or a Microsoft Band. To test the Hykso boxing sensors, I took them down to my local Title Boxing Club and I slapped them on a couple of friends of mine. You'll see Veronica and Janet in the video here, along with me and Troy, one of the trainers that I work with at Title. And we just did our thing. We boxed a couple of 8-round classes. I just did a 12-round class this past weekend. And it compiles all the data from the class, and it presents it in graph form. And I gotta tell you, I learned quite a bit about my workouts. I never knew how many punches I was throwing, and in a 12-round session this past weekend, I did over 3,000 punches. Now, a fitness boxing class isn't like a fight. I'm not getting hit back, so you're gonna throw a lot more than in an actual boxing match. But this is stuff I didn't know before. It's stuff that I had no way of monitoring before I got to play with these sensors. And I gotta tell you, I really, really dig it. We hope you've enjoyed this quick look at the Hykso boxing sensors. Once again, this is Marco Chiappetta for HotHardware.com. If you like what you see here, thumb up this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see the full review, along with tons of other tech news and reviews, stop by HotHardware.com. Thanks a lot.